put the piano part down, and it wasn't used in the end because we just decided that we didn't like the song anymore. But it was this one loop that sounded great, and the piano was really nice. It was a really old piano, and it had been recorded in a really vibey way, so the sound sonically was really good. And I ended up reversing parts of it and making this loop which formed the basis for a whole new track that sounds amazing, and I'm really into the track now and we're all really into it. It's the piano that we've kind of made a loop of and reversed it and used it as the basis for this track. We've probably got about 10 chords, but it varies. I mean, I kind of just copied it and looped it in Pro Tools and then bounced the whole lot into Melodyne, so it's almost like one scroll and one take, so it's not just being looped. I might have just knocked a certain note out here, or then knocked a certain, like raised a certain note in there later on, moved it up, and then I kind of used that as the take and then kind of comp from that back into the production. So I might want that bit in the verse, or I might want that bit in the chorus, so I just print all that and then move them where I want it. And the beauty of it is, if I need another chord, I can just go straight back into Melodyne and make another chord, and then for the middle 8 we might want to go somewhere else, and I can just go in and do that. You can maybe take this note out. When you're in polyphonic modes and the chord is spread out for you with direct note access, the amplitude function is really useful because it lets you bring certain notes that perhaps weren't as strong as you want them to be forward in the kind of balance of the chord. So if I play again, you hear how the top note is quite strong at the moment. That's because I brought that one forward. If I take that back to where it was, you'll be able to hear. Effectively allows you to kind of have a fader on every note within the chord, and you can kind of get a real cool balance of how you want it, and bring certain notes out in certain places and then drop them off or delete them in others, which is really useful. But I think it's quite it's a subtle kind of balance, rather than just being a heavy-handed approach. It lets you kind of really get in there and find the notes that you want. From that Melodyne kind of version of it, you can kind of hear, and then we've made all these effects from it as well that kind of follow the chord pattern. You can kind of like build stuff around it that wouldn't be possible without having that original loop, being able to change it. Basically, this whole song came about just because Melodyne existed. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone there. I wouldn't have even tried to do it because it would have been too difficult.